Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to start by welcoming you all to our Partner Power Hour. I want to thank each of you for joining us today and for your ongoing partnerships and commitment. It's amazing to see partners from across EMEA coming together for this session. For those I haven't had the chance to meet yet, my name is Baydoun, and I am delighted to be here with you today as the EMEA channel sales leader. This is actually my first webinar in this role, and I'm very excited to be part of this community. Some of you may know me already from previous roles, or perhaps we met during my travels over the past few months. Either ways, it's been a pleasure connecting with many of you. Thank you again for joining, and let's make this session as valuable and as interesting for all of you as possible. Let me take you through the agenda of the session. Next slide, please. I still cannot see the agenda.
No, I changed.
Okay, so we will start by a market view. This will be presented by myself. And then we will present to you the power of alliance partnerships. And for this session, we will have a very special guest for us that I will present later from Nutanix. Alex Haro, our Senior Director for Alliances and Service Provider, will host this session for us. We will move then to the distribution update by the Distribution Sales Director, David Ted. After that, we move to the Service Provider update that will also be shared by Alex Haro. We move then to Veeam University update that will be delivered by Federica Saba, our Global Training and Certification Manager. And then we move to a Veeam Solution update by Edward Watson, our Principal Product Marketing Manager for M365. Laura, who is a Senior Partner Marketing Manager from our Global Partner Marketing team, and Matt Crape, our Senior Technical Director from also the Product Marketing team. Last but not least, we will have Veeam University update by Federica Saba, again, our Global Training and Certification Manager. We will have about 5 minutes at the end of the session for Q&A and for a very short survey. Next slide, please. Okay, we can move to the first slide. Okay, so in 2025, we refined our vision, and our theme, the next wave, means that we want to be SaaS first company, and we want to be the #1 in the enterprise, and all our product and solutions to be powered by security and AI. Why do we want to be a SaaS first company? Because SaaS is the future, and Veeam Data Cloud is our answer. We built a great momentum in 2024, but the potential is still massive. We have the right solutions to meet our customers' needs and to expand our market reach. We want to be #1 in the enterprise, and we are growing very fast in this area. The opportunity ahead is even bigger. We have a massive opportunity here as well for both Veeam Data Platform and Veeam Data Cloud, and we are ready to capture it by strengthening our partnerships and by enhancing our services offering. We want to provide our customers with exceptional value and ensure that Veeam is their go-to solution for data resilience. When it comes to AI and security, they are at the core of our products and solutions. They are at the core of our innovation and market strategy. And by leveraging those technologies, we will make sure that we're creating very robust and intelligent solutions that will address our customers' most critical needs. Next slide, please. I'm sure you are all familiar with Gartner Magic Quadrant. From market leadership perspective, very recently, Veeam has been named as a leader in the Gartner Magic Quadrant for the 9th time in a row. Not only that, but for the 6th consecutive year, we scored the highest in the ability to execute. Getting in the Magic Quadrant is a great achievement, a massive one, but staying there year after year proves that we are leading the way. And this is not just a badge that we carry, but it proves to our partners and to our customers that the entire tech world and the entire technology world that we are a powerhouse and that we have the right vision and the right strategy. Next slide, please. So ransomware trends in 2025, every year we release the ransomware trends and proactive strategy report. This report is published every year, as I said, and where we survey 1,300 organizations. And the respondents are mainly CISOs or executives with similar responsibilities or security professionals, IT leaders, from across the 3 continents, Americas, Europe, and Australia. And in this year's report, there were 6 key findings to watch for 2025. You can see those 6 key findings on the right side of the slide. The writing is very small, but I can highlight, I can share with you the highlights. So number 1 was the law enforcement is forcing threat actors, or what we call cyber criminals, to change their behavior. It's true that they are disrupting many ransomware groups, and they are the biggest groups. However, there is also a rise in the smaller groups and independent attackers, which requires companies to be much more vigilant when it comes to protecting their data. Number 2 is data, what we call data exfiltration attacks, which is growing as well. And another word for that is stealing the data. So instead of breaking into organizations' network to encrypt their data or to lock it, cyber criminals are focused now on stealing the sensitive data, such as personal data, financial records, or intellectual property. And they transfer this data outside of the organization. So again, another reason to be very, very vigilant when it comes to the data resilience strategy and across the organization. Number 3 is ransomware payments are decreasing. So if we look at the survey, we see that 36% of the affected organizations in the survey did not pay a ransom, which means that, again, organizations are more and more implementing robust recovery strategy in place. Number 4 is the legal consequences of ransom payments, which are also coming to light and emerging. So law enforcement are discouraging all customers and companies to pay the ransoms because they want to stop this behavior and discourage the cyber criminals. And instead, they are urging organizations to strengthen their data resilience and defense strategy. Number 5 is the collaboration, which is key to reinforce resilience against ransomware. and this is through an enhanced communication between IT operations, security teams, along with law enforcement, and also some industry players. This has proven to strengthen further the defense against the ransomware. Number 6 is the budget rise. So we see that our customers are increasing their budgets, which are dedicated or targeting security and recovery projects, but much more is needed, as there is still a gap between the investment that is needed and the growing threat in the landscape. So I encourage you all to check this report, as it includes many insights and it will help you strengthen your position when discussing with your customers their data resilience strategy and whether they are being vigilant in protecting their data today or not. Next slide, please. So DRMM, or Data Resilience Maturity Model. In line with our strategy to be #1 in the enterprise, we recently launched DRMM, or as I said, Data Resilience Maturity Model. This is a strategic framework to help our customers assess their data resilience strategy, to identify the gaps, and to take actions to ensure that their data is resilient in the face of attacks and outages. The framework is the result of a joint research that was conducted by Veeam and McKinsey. So as you can see on the slide, you can see that DRMM is categorizing organizations into six horizons. So the first one is the basic, which is 44% of our customers. And in this section, customers are very highly exposed. So they have zero data resilience strategy. Number 2, 30% of the customers, we call it intermediate horizon. So those customers, they work in silos, they have very fragmented environments, and they lack automation. Number 3 is the advanced section. That's 18% of our customers, in general. So those guys, they have a strategic and proactive approach, but still they are missing the full integration. Lastly, and those are the best in class, and that's only 8% of the customers or the companies today, those are the guys who are fully resilient and they are even AI optimized. So the DRMM framework starts with an assessment, followed by a guided workshop to evaluate the organizational capabilities. We already started delivering DRMM in some countries, and you will hear more about it as we plan to engage our partners in the future. This is, of course, in the roadmap. Next slide, please. Okay. So again, also, and in line with becoming #1 in the enterprise, and also in line with one of our key pillars, which is data freedom, we keep on enriching our alliances ecosystem, technology alliances. We are building technology alliances with every single cloud and storage provider, with cybersecurity vendors, and with GSIs. So our customers can continue their partnerships with their preferred technology partners without, any, lock-in from our side. This is in addition to our very rich ecosystem of resellers, distributor, cloud service providers who are at the center of everything we do at Veeam. Next slide, please. So as you can see, we have been super busy. Here are some of the major announcements, from new products launching, such as Veeam Software Appliance, VSA, to strategic framework like DRMM, to reports, sharing insights about the latest data resilience trends, and much more. So please familiarize yourself with those announcements by staying connected to our newsroom or by attending all our regional and local events. Next slide, please. So this concludes my presentation. I'm now delighted to welcome Sush Kajaria, the EMEA Alliances Director for Nutanix, as our special guest in today's Partner Power Hour session. Veeam and Nutanix share a strong and strategic partnership, and we are very excited to have Sush today with us to share insights and discuss our joint solution. Welcome, Sush.
Thank you, Kinda. That's a very, very kind introduction. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sush Kajaria, and I lead ISV partnerships across EMEA at Nutanix. And before we dive in, I want to sincerely thank the Veeam team for giving me this great opportunity to address our incredible partner community today and to share the strength of our partnership. So without further ado, let's dive in. Can we move to the next slide, please? Awesome. So our partnership has truly matured over the years. I have been in this alliances role for last 3.5 years, and I have seen this partnership grow in last 3.5 years. But this is, from 2018. Veeam Backup is supporting Nutanix AHV. And since then, we have continuously, as you can see, have added innovations like Nutanix Mine those days. It's discontinued now, but we have much better and bigger integrations like Nutanix Cloud Cluster for those who know what Cloud Cluster is, the protection for that, backup immutability, and now Prism Central integration, malware scanning. Each step reflects how we have been continuously, consistently co-innovating to meet the real-world customer needs across resilience, simplicity, security, and how this joint innovation really addresses the real-world customer need. Let's move to the next slide. So we are seeing a very clear trend, and it's not just us. I mean, I talk to a lot of partners, a lot of customers across EMEA, and we see organizations are reevaluating their strategies, especially after Broadcom acquisition. And the dissatisfaction, this is the CIO report, the dissatisfaction that you see with VMware is rising. According to this survey, 63% of organizations report lower satisfaction with VMware, and more than half expect to reduce their VMware usage within the next 12 months. And that makes now the critical moment to consider resilient, future-ready alternatives like Nutanix. And the last bit that you see, the migrations that are taking on an average 62 minutes per VM, the need for simplicity, more resilient alternative is super clear. And we, as this partnership, deliver that alternative with an integrated, scalable, and cloud-ready platform that really reduces the lock-in, that brings them out of that lock-in situation, and we simplifying the operations. Moving on to the next slide. Through our partnership with Veeam, we can fully protect the entire range of Nutanix environment, whether it's VMs, whether it's files, objects, or Kubernetes containers. The Veeam data platform, it provides a consistent and secure backup across the entire spectrum. So entire spectrum, when I say those who are, they know Nutanix solutions, you would know Nutanix Cloud Infrastructure, Nutanix Cloud Cluster, unified storage, which is your files, objects, and block, and the Kubernetes engine. And with the features like immutability and application-aware consistency, customers can be confident that their data is both protected and resilient. Next slide. We have identified between Veeam and Nutanix partnership, we have identified 4 main use cases, not limited to these 4 use cases. These are just a guidance as to where can you find the low-hanging fruit? Where do we look? What is that, what are the use cases that we can look for, right? So we, as this partnership, we create that real value across hybrid and multi-cloud environments. First one is we help customers modernize their data protection with instant VM recovery on Nutanix, and that protects both AHV and different mixed multiple workloads. Second is we enable true cross hypervisor mobility, and that gives our customers the flexibility to migrate, recover seamlessly across any hypervisor, any cloud platform, and any hardware. And that is key for our customers when we talk about, getting our customers, helping our customers out of the lock-in. The third one is we unify the data storage and management by consolidating, as I said, file, object, and block storage, whilst adding the built-in protection, analytics, and cybersecurity, which Kinda talked about. And finally, we extend our enterprise-grade protection to Kubernetes with backup, disaster recovery, and application mobility for the modern containerized workloads. So together, these use cases, it shows how we deliver end-to-end resilience and flexibility for our customers through this partnership. To summarize, the next slide, please. Nutanix and Veeam, we matter more now. And this now is really the key word than ever. Customers are actively seeking hypervisor alternatives. And just to share the example with you, about 5 years back when I used to look at some data, the hypervisor adoption within Nutanix was at a certain, about 40% of our customers had adopted. Today, 88% of our customers install base have adopted hypervisor, and that speaks volume. So customers are actively seeking hypervisor alternatives, and resilience is on top of their mind. So it's a proven partnership that together we have built on more than 6 years of co-innovation to deliver the real customer value. And through centralized management, application-aware processing, inline malware scanning, and end-to-end protection across the entire, hybrid multi-cloud, VMs, containers, and storage, I think this partnership is definitely set for success. With features like backup immutability that I talked about, multi-factor authentication, advanced threat detection, our solutions are resilient by design, but also I would say we are field ready with all the assets that you will need. Co-branded assets, demos, trials, everything is available as of now. And bottom line, I would say that this partnership is proven, is resilient, and perfectly timed at this point in time for the market shift that we are seeing today. Last slide, please. Getting started is very, very simple. You can download a trial, watch a demo, or reach out to us for tailored walkthrough. Let's help you unlock the power of secure, resilient, and simple data protection with Nutanix and Veeam. That concludes the overview, and now I will turn it over to Alex to kick off Q&A.
Yeah, thanks, Sush. That's been a lot of nice content, and thanks personally to you for the hard work on this alliance. I know you have a lot cooking on this. I might say it's one of the best integrations we have currently at Veeam, but I would like to ask some questions to you, because we have a partner community here present that they are working together with Nutanix and Veeam, and also some of them that they are asking some questions on why that's relevant for me and what I can do. The first thing is mainly for the whole market is where you see the fastest adoption on this combined solution from Nutanix Veeam in our region in EMEA.
Great question, Alex, and thank you for asking that. So I think from my perspective, across EMEA, I'm seeing a rapid adoption across the sectors such as finance, healthcare, and government. These industries where data protection, compliance, and efficiencies are crucial. I think that's where customers are leveraging our joint solution for VM backup, and as I said, unified storage solution or protection, and even Kubernetes backup. I mean, NKP, which is Nutanix Kubernetes platform, is one of the fastest growing platform or fastest growing portfolio solution that Nutanix has as of today. I mean, I've been in 2-3 days of EMEA QBR on Nutanix side, and we are very pleased to see how Nutanix Kubernetes platform has picked up across EMEA. So yeah, I mean, customers are looking particularly towards reliable alternatives to VMware, and this is where, I mean, these are 3 sectors where I'm seeing fastest adoption.
We are also seeing that with the custom that it's a Kubernetes solution. It's in our region, it's growing 500%. That it's crazy high. And I will touch also in my session afterwards that point. And if you don't mind, what are these resources that Veeam are providing to our partners to help and succeed on this alliance with Nutanix?
Yeah, so as in the last slide that I shared, there are some of those assets that we have put in, but it's the best time, I would say, from the partnership perspective. As you mentioned, last 6 to 8 months, we have been working very closely with your team. And we now have a full enablement suite. We're launching, this program that is being launched. It's a pilot in 3 countries: France, Germany, UKI, and UAE. So if you're a partner, if you're a distributor from one of these regions, please do reach out to your distributors and to your Veeam and Nutanix, contacts, and ask them about Shift Think program. Why I'm mentioning this, because there's a complete package that we have worked on this as to bring it to you, to make it easier for you to sell our joint solution, the use cases that I discussed. And apart from that, we have co-branded sales assets, technical guides, product trials, and test drives. So yeah, I mean, we have delivered about 2 or 3 EMEA-focused webinars already. So yeah, partner training, and there's lots of ongoing support that exists today, which our partners can be equipped and be able to position and deploy our joint solution.
Thanks so much. And taking the advantage that you are here, let's speak briefly on the elephant in the room. So you know that now a lot of companies in EMEA especially are looking for an alternative to VMware. How Veeam is supporting the migrations to Nutanix from Nutanix standpoint?
So this is the theme, right? This is the theme that together as there's this partnership, we have been addressing this because, and not because we just want to do it, it's because of how our partners and our customers are asking for it. I mean, I remember last year at JITEX when I sat with Gianluca and this is the exact conversation we had. And from there on, we started to, make sure that in EMEA we come together. So we, as together, we are seeing a strong shift in the market. And this shift continues. I mean, this whole shift we are seeing consistently, our customers are coming to us. And with many of those who are exploring Nutanix as the VMware alternative, I think Veeam enables that seamless migration by providing the robust, proven data protection for Nutanix, along with the features that was highlighted in Kinda's, slides. Ransomware resilience, simplified backup management. Our integration really ensures that partners can support customers at every stage of their journey, from migration to ongoing operations.
That's really good. And thanks again. I think we'll be delighted to grow together with our partner community and Nutanix. Thanks so much, Sush. And looking forward to speaking to you very soon as well.
Absolutely, Alex. Thank you so much. Veeam team, thank you, partner community, for patiently listening. And we are here to support you. With that, I'm going to log out. All the best to everyone. Good evening.
Thank you. Let's hand over to David that he will go through the distribution update.
Sure.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Sush. So my name's David Ted. I'm the director that leads our distribution and cloud aggregation business at Veeam across EMEA. So I just wanted to give you a brief update of some of the changes and some of the things that we're planning on doing to make it easier to do business. So one of the things that Veeam we're really keen on is that ease of business, and we're really looking to transition forwards to make it even easier. So we are going to be working with our distribution partners over the next few months and into next year to look at how we can standardize, do more automation, and make the sales process faster and easier for a time to market. So we're going to be upgrading our systems internally, and we'll be doing a few changes. If you could move on to the next slide, please. So one of the things that we're going to be doing is we're going to be reducing the number of SKUs that we have. Today we actually have over 1,000 SKUs, but we're going to reduce that down to around just over 100 SKUs in total that Veeam will have. So we're going to simplify our SKUs and the range that we have. We're also going to be having a lot more automation around APIs and EDI feeds that we will be able to do into distribution. So marketplaces with distribution. So the distributors' marketplaces is going to be something that we will be focusing on and really looking at how we can work with them to do more automation, make it easier for you as a partner to get your quotes in a speedy time and get those out to market. So those are going to be really, really key. We're also going to be doing some pre-configured product bundles as well, which will be interesting in how we can help support you with those opportunities. Also, some of you may not be aware, today we sell to our distributors in dollars, and they take that dollar price list and provide you a quote in local currency. Moving forward, we will be looking to move to a local currency model, so our distribution partners will be able to buy from us in euros, in pounds, in the Swiss franc, and in other currencies as well. So, which is going to be really, really important and make it easier for our distributors to provide your quotes in a timely manner. But most importantly around that is we really value our distribution partners. We're a partner first organization, and they do a fantastic job in supporting you guys as our partner community. They have resources available, whether it's technical resource to help you with any demos or pre-sales work that you need. Also, a lot of our distribution partners work with our alliances as well. So you just heard from Nutanix and Alex, who manages our alliances across EMEA. We have distribution is really key to bring those partnerships together and drive the joint solution as we need to see it. So just wanted to give you the message that we're concentrating on our distributors, supporting them to make it easier to do business, and that will in turn make it easier for you guys to do business with us. So thank you very much. I'll hand back to Alex, who will talk to you about the Veeam Cloud Service Providers.
Thanks, David. Let's switch gears, and I would like to share with the VCSPs here present a little bit of information about what we spoke also with Nutanix in a moment. But the first thing is Veeam is more. I know that some of you, they think it's a backup, and it's more than a backup. It's more than that recovery. It's about cyber resilience, and it's also about cloud storage, and it's about hybrid cloud operations, but it's also about data portability. And that's something I want to share with you, speaking about the Broadcom situation that we are all feeling, let me say. Next slide, please. The first thing, you all know, some people, mainly in the European Union, are not aware or are in the dark because there's no official communications. But we can help you on that. So the first thing is the Broadcom is centralizing the business, as you know. They shared at the beginning that will be roughly 200 Pinnacle partners worldwide. They are centralizing everything. They want to have a controlled consolidation of the business. But the market reacted in a different way. So some of you are able to stay, maybe paying more, maybe overcommitting, and at the same time, you are looking for a plan B. It doesn't mean to go away, but just in case you will be not able to transact, or maybe there's a sunset or a deadline in the near future that potentially it's up to 2027. So we have several customers, and you have also your own customers that are asking for a plan B, for a migration before it's a forced migration. So that's something we can help you on that as well, because the choices are several. And I would like also to share with you what you let me say, answer to our survey throughout the different customers and partners. Next slide, please. Because you share with us, next slide, please, Anna. You share with us a little results on what's your potential choice. So you see it's very fragmented. Some of you or the market is saying, listen, I want to stay. That it's roughly 26% of the people we questioned. There are a big part of that it's 33% that are reducing the VMware footprint, because you must be competitive with your prices, and the prices are going up, and your contracts are live, so you cannot change prices or you cannot change conditions during the contract length. So you are analyzing how I can reduce the VM consumption. But astonishing, 41% are willing to migrate completely. Some of them have a choice already. They are very vocal on saying, I'm going to Hyper-V, I'm going to Nutanix, I'm going to Red Hat OpenShift, or Proxmox, that it's kicking strongly on the SMB market. So my point here, and what I want to share with you, is please reach out. Our people will contact you, of course, because we want to help you, to help also you and your customers to have a feasible option. So to analyze the options you have, sharing the expertise we have, the infrastructure you have in currently, the solutions you are providing, and also what you want to achieve in the future, and say, listen, our option as plan B, our suggestion is that. I don't recommend that one because of ABC, because you maybe are managing an application and it's not compatible, etc., etc. So please reach out if we are not contacting you in the next weeks. I think it's important, and we will share more as long as especially the European partners are openly communicated in the next weeks. Next slide, please. On another topic, and jumping a little bit, our team here will go through a lot of news on the version 13. What I wanted to highlight is, first, for the VCSPs, everything will be available from day one. That's a massive investment, and also a great technology that we are putting to make sure that there's no delay on VCSP adoption. You don't need to wait for any product that we are launching. That's very important. And also everything will be faster and better. So I don't want to spoil it. So I will let Laura and the team to go through that. Next slide, please. And finally, please, you have all the documentation, everything in the partner resources. If you need any assistance, help on the topics discussed, or anything else, please reach out. We are here to help, and we feel you. We know that it's a situation that we need to find a solution, and we are investing also a lot of talented people on pre-sales, etc., to give you an excellent service. And now, next slide, I'm handing over to Fede. Thanks.
Muchas gracias, Alex. Hello, everyone, and thanks you for joining today. I will be giving you a quick update on what's happening on this side of the moon, where we focus on growing the business through our trainings and certification. The rest of the organization, you heard a lot of announcement in this call. Veeam University is constantly evolving to stay aligned with the market. There are a lot of big updates in this short presentation, but we do also have a lot of updates coming soon. So my first tip of the day is stay tuned on the Pro Partner portal. News is published there almost real time, and it's our main channel to share new courses and information with you. Our goal, of course, is to help our partners to fly safe and with the right skills and the right knowledge. And I would like in this call to ask you a question. Why? Why would a partner invest in training with Veeam? And the answer, I think you find on the last word on these slides. Companies that are trained are simply more successful. We have seen this with hundreds of partners globally, and it's not magic. When people grow, business grow. Higher revenue, better service, greater recognition. And so if you can go to the next slide. Oh no, this one. Thank you. And if you are starting from scratch, sales course on Veeam University Partner is a great entry point. Then you can grow on the pre-sales and finally into the specialist, which is a very important, a key resource for technical team. It's an introduction to the highest technical level, but it's still free and is still available on the Pro Partner portal. Each path works the same. You start with the fundamentals, you choose a specialized stream, and then you earn the badge. It's simple and it's super easy. Can we go to the next slide? All right, so we start to see nice news here. On the Veeam University Pro journey, your journey begins with VMCE. I think everyone knows these trainings. It's our flagship trainings that train thousands of people already. But Veeam University, the VMCE covers the core of the Veeam data platform. And we have just spoken about success a minute ago. And the best we can do from Veeam University is support our partners in become subject matter experts, also in the advanced content. We heard you, and that's why we launched the VMCSE bundle. SE stands for Security Expert, which is composed by 3 trainings which cover monitor and analytics, automation, and advanced and security and compliance. Partners who complete these trainings gain access to skills they have never had before. It is not just training, it is opportunity to make business with the product that compose advanced and premium platform. And of course, we all hope that means more revenue. And this training will be soon available in the version 13. And now it is, of course, compliance check season. So today, big announcement. I received confirmation just yesterday night, just on time for this presentation, that we are introducing a compliance amnesty. Compliance is suspending to maintain your meta level for this quarter. And the reason is precisely we want to reboot the entire certification program and everyone to focus on the latest fresh content. This is the first time we announced this globally, but it's a grace period. That's not a permanent change. So you will be required later to prove your compliance. We are preparing to launch the new program. So again, please stay tuned. And you will tell me, Federica, I'm fine to receive everything, new trainings, but we need something that is quick, easy, and budget friendly. And so if we can go to the next slide, we prepared an e-learning subscription bundle, as you see on the slide, for $99.99. 4 employees in your organization have access to the entire stack that I have just described. It is a limited in time offer and it includes all the updates. So next version will be included in the bundle you purchase today. And so that's it. So lots of good news, I think, as I promised at the beginning of my presentation. I think I am right with the time with my presentation. So just few key takeaways from my side. Stay tuned on the Pro Partner portal, explore the Veeam University Partner Training, and finally, we launched new trainings and you have access to them through the e-learning subscription. And speaking about a lot of cool initiatives, I know Laura and Matt have some exciting news to share. So the floor is yours.
Thanks, Fedi. Hi, everyone. I'm Laura Maniscalco, Senior Product Marketing Manager on the Global Partner Marketing team here at Veeam. And it is my privilege to co-present with Matt Crape, one of our technical product marketers here. We're going to talk to you all about what's the latest with Veeam Data Platform and Veeam Service Provider Console. So Matt, go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, perfect. So yes, as Laura mentioned, I'm part of the VDP product team. And are we able to get slides up here? One of the things I was hoping to talk to you all about is we heard at the beginning of this presentation around ransomware. That's still very much a threat that's happening today. We've got lots of security solutions baked right into the Veeam Data Platform. So when I talk about Veeam Data Platform, it should be something that you're all familiar with. It's comprised primarily of Veeam Backup Replication, Veeam One, Veeam Recovery Orchestrator, and Recon Scanner. So why is this important? Well, it's important that you as partners, you as service providers, and the customers that you help out understand where and how we fit into this journey. So before backup takes place, we're able to do all sorts of threat assessments, whether it's a matter of using the inline ransomware scan that we introduced back in version 12.1, or maybe it's an add-on like the Recon Scanner that helps us ensure that the infrastructure that your backups are running on is actually safe and secure. During the backup, we're actually able to do things, for example, like look for signs of indicators of compromise. Say, for example, we have a backup and then the next day we take another backup and we see a suspicious tool like TeamViewer, for example, show up on that server. We can actually alert the customer, alert you as a partner, hey, there's something weird going on. You might want to check into this. All the time aligning this to the MITRE framework. So if you leverage that framework, if your customer leverages that framework, we're able to actually tie that right into existing processes. And when it comes to recovery is no good if you end up just recovering whatever it was that compromised you in the first place. So it's critical that you recover cleanly. We offer a variety of tools that can actually help you achieve that. Whether it's a matter of a secure restore, where we're able to actually perform a scan as part of the recovery, or maybe if you know exactly what infected the customer, the environment, you can actually write a YARA rule to make sure that that's not in there. Now, if we move on to the next slide, one of the hot topics here, one of the hot topics is the Veeam software appliance. This was actually launched for an early availability and early release back in September 3rd. It is fully supported, but what is it? We've been getting a lot of questions about it. What problems does it solve? First of all, it streamlines setup and configuration. It's pre-built, it's pre-hardened. When you deploy it, it's already hardened. Things like MFA are enabled by default. There's strict password rules, and it really lets you standardize these things so you can roll it out quickly. And it's secure by design. I'm not just talking about logging on and MFA and all that sort of stuff. Immutability is built right into it if you're leveraging the built-in repositories. There's zero trust access, and there's automated patching, meaning you don't need to go out there and start managing all these different deployments. And the best of all, because it's an appliance-like experience, it means that no Linux skills are actually required. And because we're Veeam, we always like to leverage the fact that we are hardware agnostic. That means that's your network, your choice. This is a software appliance. It could be deployed virtually as an OVA, as an ISO file, or it could be deployed to hardware. So this gives you, your customers, the MSPs out there, the choices that you need in order to ensure that you can actually deploy this, where and how it makes sense. I know there was even a question about, how about proxies? We've actually got an ISO for that as well, for proxies, the Veeam hardware repository. They've all been revamped with this new ISO process to make sure that you could deploy this easily and securely by default. So if we could go to the next slide, what does this mean for customers? How does it help? Well, you've got the streamlined deployments, right? So there's a lack of Windows licensing now. That really frees things up, whether it's from a budgetary perspective or a management perspective, and gives you this flexible deployment. So now you can conceivably even come up with a solution where you deploy this to a box and you just ship it out to a customer site, and you have that management that you need. So there's also that reduced overhead. I mentioned the Veeam updater. That's the automated patching. It pulls down from trusted sources, patches it just like an appliance-like experience, meaning you don't need those hands-on Linux skills. It's got built-in protection. This thing is running Veeam Backup and Replication v13, where we've introduced capabilities such as an enhanced RBAC, as well as a brand new web UI, which really helps customers be able to connect to these remote offices, branch offices, and gives you a whole new level of flexibility. And lastly, it lets you focus on strategy. You're able to spend more time moving the business forward, creating new offerings, and onboarding new customers. Laura, I'll turn it over to you.
Yeah, so now we're going to talk about what does this mean for service providers? We had some early adopters in our service provider community for the Veeam software appliance. And a couple of things that I wanted to call out that they talked about. First and foremost, improving their customer onboarding experience with the standardization and the streamlined deployment of the appliance. Some of those partners talked about how they can reduce their onboarding time. Some even reference from weeks to days. So overall improving that customer experience, but then that time to get to protection and onboard their services, which is great. One of the partners talked about this could help us be more competitive in the market, saving on those project hours from a customer perspective, or improving our margins for those service offerings. And because the security deployments are standardized and predictable, they're going to save time on troubleshooting if and when a security incident should arise. They already know what the settings are, so they don't have to start from zero and see if all of these things are checked off. They can make that assumption that what comes deployed out of the box is already there, and then troubleshoot from there. The other thing that we heard was they can leverage their hardware vendor of choice. So from a managed service provider perspective, if they're going to have an on-site appliance offering, they can use Veeam to deploy it every single time out of the box. And then finally, with Veeam Service Provider Console version 9, partners can centralize their multi-tenant management for hosted scenarios. The next slide, we're going to talk about where you can get more resources for partners around Veeam software appliance. They're all out on the Pro Partner portal. We have a dedicated product toolkit for the Veeam software appliance with our training modules. There are sales and technical decks for you, FAQs and more, especially from a licensing perspective for our service provider partners. There's a bit of a change in the licensing where it requires a Veeam Data Platform license. Foundation or Advanced, which is available in rental licensing today. So I encourage you to check that out. And then the final slide I'm going to talk to you guys about today is around Veeam Service Provider Console version 9. So this came out when our Veeam software appliance launched as well on September 3rd, and it's available to download. You can scan this QR code here to get the latest version. If you're not familiar with Console, Veeam Service Provider Console is a central hub for managing all Veeam-powered BAS and DRAS operations, which helps boost your team's efficiency and making it easy to scale your customer base. So what are the notable features that were released in version 9? The latest product support, so centralized management for Veeam software appliance, which I just talked about. Enhanced backup infrastructure security by remotely updating and patching Veeam 1 servers to the latest version. So compatibility with the latest version of Veeam 1 and some management capability there. And then finally, full compatibility with the latest capabilities for Veeam Backup for public cloud and Microsoft 365 products. We did work on some expanded integrations and APIs. So there's a new open plugin framework to integrate your third-party solutions to tailor your workflows, as well as a unified API access for all Veeam products, which help automate, configure security, and scale with ease. And then lastly is an optimized user experience. You see the screenshot here on the right of the slide. We've got a UI refresh with some fresh color schemes. If you're like me, you enjoy a good dark mode, so there's dark mode available. AI-powered Veeam Intelligence delivers real-time insights and highlights risks to strengthen your security. So some further enhancements there. But that is only the highlights. There's certainly more features packed within version 9. So be sure to download the latest version and give it a test drive. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to Edward, who's going to talk to you all about Microsoft 365.
Great, thank you, Laura. We'll wait for the slides to come up here. And you know, we couldn't have a partner webinar without talking about Microsoft 365. Right, that's such a critical piece. Many of you have been selling this for many years, so we've got lots of great things to talk about here. If we could get the slides up. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay, if we could get that in full screen. Okay, perfect. So obviously, you know, this is something many of you have been selling for years, and we are still very much Veeam. If there's one or two things you remember about my presentation, it's that Veeam really is still the #1 provider of Microsoft 365 backup in market. Of the 400 plus Microsoft 365 users in market, we actually protect almost 6% of those. So we view this as one of our biggest opportunities for our partners. And if you quantify that by our Flex bundle that I'm going to go into, it's around $15.9 billion. So lots of opportunity here for partners. So let's dive into this here, and let me show you how to capture your piece of that 50 million. So I'm going to go into how to sell the Flex bundle here. And selling the Flex bundle, many of you know what the Flex bundle is already, but essentially what the Flex bundle is it's a combination of our Microsoft 365 Flex capabilities. So, you know, the core solution, the, you know, customizable backups, granular recoveries, enhanced security with our new Entra ID solution. So it's a combination of Veeam Data Cloud from Microsoft 365 and our Veeam Data Cloud for Entra ID solution. That is what our Flex bundle is. And what we're really encouraging our partners is, you know, we really want to sell these together, right? So we really want to make sure that you guys understand that in every single Microsoft 365 conversation, there is an opportunity to talk about Entra ID and vice versa, because ultimately we believe, and I'm sure you believe as well, that you can't really have one without the other. You need to ensure that Entra ID is protected. It's central to many of the core applications that we run, Microsoft 365 being one of them. So now that we've set the ground work for Flex bundle here, let's move on ahead here. And what's in it for you? We believe, again, this is one of your biggest opportunities as partners. We see that deal sizes can be about 4 times higher compared to average, Veeam backup for Microsoft 365 deals. So with your average Veeam backup for Microsoft 365 deals, we're going to be able to boost those at least 4 times higher with the Flex bundle. A higher uplift from selling Veeam Data Cloud to selling the Flex bundle. So if you're already selling Veeam Data Cloud, now is your opportunity to possibly lift that by about 27% higher. And also, we believe that there's a much higher conversion rate for Flex bundle versus Flex as well. So just an idea on, you know, the opportunity here is clear in terms of, you know, being able to increase your deal size, being able to increase the conversions, and overall just receive a higher lift. So again, big opportunity for partners here. We'll go ahead and move on. And what I want to do is I want to dive into why this matters. Why is this relevant to what we're doing? And I think, you know, the path that we've been on, you know, we're unifying all these applications. Veeam Data Cloud, we're putting a lot of investment into this backup service for partners. We're making sure that we roll in all these applications into this unified cloud so that people can protect, monitor, manage their organization's data, whatever that workload is, right? So it doesn't matter what the workload is, they have it from one single pane of glass. We put a lot of investment into that. We also want to ensure that you understand that you're working with, that you really can work with one vendor or one key vendor, right? For all of your customers' backup needs. We want to be able to encompass, physical, virtual, SaaS. You heard a lot of great updates there from Mr. Matt on all the great stuff we're doing on the Veeam backup and replication side as well. And of course, we provide just unmatched value, a total SaaS solution with per user licensing combined with unlimited storage for the backup service. So competitors in many cases will cut features or discount on low editions or charge on unnecessary things, and we're all about making sure that they get the most value. So we're all about providing more and more value for you as the partner with Veeam Data Cloud. Very important that you guys know that. I do want to finish on the premium plan on the next slide here, because there is an opportunity. We've partnered with Microsoft 365 Backup Storage and the integration there. I think maybe you all heard a lot of news about that on the next slide here. But yeah, there's lots of news regarding our integration with Microsoft 365 Backup Storage. So we believe that there's opportunity here to really push the disaster recovery scenario and use case as part of the conversation, right? So there's the Flex bundle, which is just our core Flex and Enter ID capabilities. And then there's the premium plan, which also includes Microsoft 365 Backup Storage. So that is what is really going to bolster an organization's disaster recovery needs. And it provides backup and restore speeds unlike any we've ever seen, 3 to 5 terabytes per hour plus. So again, really great capabilities here to address full-scale ransomware attacks and be able to recover your entire organization very quickly for customers. So that is just a great opportunity. Premium, we've seen lots of great momentum around, and we hope you are also having premium as top of mind as well, because certainly, we're seeing lots of good momentum on that in market. Provides that single pane of glass, and really will help you meet organizations meet any requirement that they have regarding DR. So that's the quick pitch on that. I do want to end here on the next few slides, just talking specifically about what you'll see in market. So in market, you will see that we are advertising the Flex bundle at a discounted rate of $3.33. So that includes obviously everything I've talked about together with combined Flex and Enter ID. And you will see, and maybe you have seen, that we've discounted our premium offer from $7 down to $5. So we're being very aggressive in market, making sure that customers understand that they have options when it comes to these different promo offerings. And again, hopefully you guys are leveraging these promo offerings. We really want to make sure that this is in line with your strategy, and that you are also having some momentum around these. And that leads me to my final point, and that is around the turbocharge. We hopefully have many partners here that have the turbocharge deal reg top of mind and are already leveraging this. So up to 25% discount on Veeam Data Cloud, right? So make sure you're leveraging that as part of the different promo offerings that we have. And a 15% discount on all other Veeam products. So you can see our priority here is Veeam Data Cloud. Our priority here is the promos, being aggressive in market, pushing the Flex bundle, and hopefully we can continue this great momentum that we've built over the years for Microsoft 365, folks. So Thank you for your time today. Really appreciate it, and happy selling.
You're on mute, Kinda.
Sorry, I was on mute. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Edward. I want also to thank all our partners for all the questions that you are putting in the chat room. Our team are doing their best to answer those questions live in real time. And if not, we will get back to you when we are sending the follow-up email that will also include the slide deck of this session. Just a note on VDP version 13. This is VDP version 13 is more than VSA or Veeam Software Appliance. Veeam Software Appliance was launched back or early in September, and we plan to launch the full powerhouse of VDP version 13 in October. There will be a special online event on October 8th. And please stay tuned as we will provide you with all the information and all the enablement that you need throughout October and November. We're going to share with you a survey. I know that we are over time. Please bear with us a few more minutes. We will share with you a survey now, just 2 questions, a very short one. So you can share your feedback, and also so we can improve and we make sure that in the future we will have also very interesting, insightful and valuable topics to share with you. So I will give you a few seconds to finish the survey, and in the meantime I want to thank everyone for joining us today. Despite quarter end and the pressure of the closure, I want to thank all our speakers and our amazing marketing team for planning and putting together this webinar. Lastly, I want to conclude by saying that the channel is truly close to our heart. And we are very passionate about building successful partnerships and synergies across the ecosystem. All of us here, we look forward to collaborating closely with you all. And I'm eager to see how we can achieve great things together. Also, I look forward to meeting many more of you in person during my future trips and at upcoming events. Thank you again for joining, and see you soon.